Welcome back to Your Greatness Magnified, Work, Family, Life. Today we're talking about how do you deal with disappointment, especially when it seems to be mounting up, disappointment after disappointment. And I was reflecting on this a lot lately and thinking about how I think I learned how to deal with this the first time I ever tried to get a job. I was one of those really old souls, still am I guess, and decided at the ripe age of 10, I was ready to enter the workforce. So when I saw a little sign in the window of the local greasy spoon that said, "Help Wanted," I felt like it was a sign just to me. So I said to my Mom, I just have to go in here for a second. And looking rather stunned, I just marched right in there. And the owner and the other staff were sitting there at the table between the lunch and dinner rush. I said, "Hi, I would like to apply for this job that you have posted." And much to my surprise, the owner burst out laughing, looked at his staff, and they all started laughing too. I perhaps started to slouch and look down at my feet. The owner said, "How old are you, little girl?" And as I lifted my head to look at him, 10, and he started laughing again. "Come back when you're out of training pants." I slinked out of the restaurant to my sister and my mom, who had a look of perhaps best described as pity. I think that they were pretty sure that they knew what would happen, and I just was naive enough to think that perhaps other people could see my potential. But I realize, in fact, that the work that I do now as a speaker and as a coach, where I help people see their potential, in that very moment, in my disappointment, in my utter shock that other people wouldn't be able to see my potential, I realized that that's one of the things I needed to do in life, is to help people with that, to reconnect with it. Because in that moment, one of the first lessons I learned is the only person you can guarantee will know your potential and see it is you. Do you see and value and appreciate your strengths and potential better than anyone else, even better than your biggest raving fan? I hope you can. The other thing I learned was that fit matters. Even if I had got that job, I wouldn't have wanted to work in a culture like that, a culture where they laugh at people. I was always the kid that if somebody scraped their knee, I would be the only one in the class not laughing at them. I'd be the one going and trying to find Band-Aids and feel absolutely mortified that people were laughing at them. And the third thing I learned was that the world's not always going to be ready for me. As I'm sure you found, the world's not always ready for you, or your invention, or your business, or for you to have that promotion, or to get the full-time work. But it doesn't necessarily mean that you're not ready. What did you learn from your first real disappointment with work? And how has it impacted you to this day in a good way? If you like some of what you've heard, please comment below. And of course, subscribe, because it's really important that I continue to add value in your life every week. My name's Sarah McVanel. Be well and be great.